If you've ever wondered how to zoom in on Gimp quickly and accurately, this video is for you. Today, I'm going to walk you through all the best ways to zoom in Gimp, from the fastest keyboard shortcuts to the zoom tool, plus a few precise methods that make editing much easier. Whether you're working on photo edits, thumbnails, digital art, or detailed retouching, knowing how to control your zoom level will save you time and help you work with more confidence. And if this tutorial helps you out, be sure to hit like and subscribe for more easy software guides just like this. Alright, let's jump in. Let's start with the fastest method, mouse and keyboard shortcuts. This is the most efficient way to zoom in and out while you're working because you don't have to keep switching tools. If you want to zoom in, hold Ctrl and scroll up with your mouse wheel. If you want to zoom out, hold Ctrl and scroll down. One great thing about this shortcut is that the zoom centers around your mouse pointer, so it feels very natural and precise when you're focusing on a specific area of your image. If you prefer using just the keyboard, Gimp also makes that simple. Press the plus key to zoom in and press the minus key to zoom out. This is really useful if you want a quick step up in magnification without reaching for the mouse wheel. It's one of the easiest methods for beginners to remember, especially if you're editing on a laptop or using a setup where scrolling isn't always convenient. Now, if you want a smoother zooming experience, try the scrubby or continuous zoom method. Hold Ctrl and spacebar, then click and move your mouse up or down. This gives you a fluid zoom effect, which is great when you want to move gradually instead of jumping between fixed steps. It feels especially helpful when you're trying to find the perfect zoom level for detailed work. Another useful shortcut is granular zoom. Hold Ctrl, press and hold the middle mouse button, and move your mouse up or down. This gives you much smaller zoom adjustments, which is perfect when you need precise control. For example, if you're working on fine details like text, edges, or small selections, this method helps you land on the exact view you need. There's also a very handy shortcut that many people overlook. Press the tilde key to toggle between your last two zoom levels. This is great when you keep jumping between close-up detail work and a wider view of the full image. Instead of manually setting the zoom each time, you can just flip back and forth instantly. Next, let's look at the zoom tool. If you prefer using on-screen tools instead of shortcuts, this is a great option. You can press Z on your keyboard or click the magnifying glass icon in the Gimp toolbox. Once the zoom tool is active, click anywhere on the canvas to zoom in. Each click usually increases the zoom in a standard increment, which makes it easy to move closer to the area you want to edit. If you want to zoom out with the zoom tool, hold Ctrl and click on the canvas. That changes the direction of the zoom and pulls you back out. This is helpful if you like using one tool for both in and out zooming instead of relying on different keyboard shortcuts. One of the best features of the zoom tool is box zoom. To use it, click and drag a rectangular selection over the area you want to focus on. Gimp will automatically resize the view to fit that exact box into your workspace. This is especially useful when you want to zoom in on one specific section of an image, like a face, logo, or small design detail, without having to guess the right zoom percentage. Now let's talk about the more precise canvas window controls. These are great when you want exact zoom levels instead of just zooming by feel. At the bottom of the image window, you'll find a zoom control in the status bar. Depending on your layout, you can choose preset percentages like 100%, 200%, or 50%, or you can type in a custom value. This is the best option when you need consistency and want to return to the same zoom level later. You can also use the View menu at the top of the screen. Go to View, then Zoom, and you'll see a list of preset ratios and other zoom-related options. This menu is useful when you want a more guided approach or when you're still learning the interface and want to see all the available choices in one place. And if you want to see your entire image inside the current workspace, use Shift plus Ctrl plus J. This will fit the image to the window so you can quickly get back to a full view. It's perfect after zooming in close and needing to reorient yourself before continuing with your edit. So to quickly recap, if you want speed, use Ctrl and your mouse wheel or the plus and minus keys. If you want smooth movement, try scrubby zoom. If you want precision, use the zoom tool, the status bar, or the view menu. And if you want to bounce between close detail and full view, that tilde shortcut is a real time saver. The more you use these zoom methods in Gimp, the more natural your workflow becomes. You'll be able to move around your image faster, make cleaner edits, and focus on the exact details that matter. So start with the shortcut that feels easiest, and then build from there as you get more comfortable. If this video helped you learn how to zoom in on Gimp, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more simple tutorials, beginner-friendly editing tips, and useful software walkthroughs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.